Hey there, it's EnderVerse. Today we are back with a new series where I'll be showcasing underrated and new mods. This series, opposite to my vanilla and RPG series, won't be limited and will go on forever. So subscribe to follow through the journey. Now let's dive into the video. The Luminous is a mod loyal to its name, as it will illuminate the forests in Minecraft with real life as well as fictional features. You begin the journey with the forest biomes, where the trees and ground received an enhancement to their outward visuals. Wildlife was expanded as well, since creatures including the deers, fawns, squirrels, and butterflies will be spotted around these biomes. As you move on to deserted biomes, you will quickly notice the addition of historical ruins in the desert, along with thicker and larger trees on the savannas, with warm-blooded creatures like the zebras and amphibian creatures like the dancing crab. The taiga, however, is a place where nocturnal insects like the fireflies swarm around. Through crafting a glass jar, you could capture some of these mystical creatures and place them as a decorational trinket. Of course, it would not be fun to only have sunshine and roses. The Luminous mod acknowledged that pretty well, since it added different types of undead creatures. Some could be found underwater, others are lurking in the swamps, and some will be strolling around the scorched desert and savanna, along with a few other variants you could fight too. The fun in the mod is further expanded, as you will go on a quest to find 7 mystical and magical legendary creatures, starting with the sea viper, an oceanic behemoth with 3 eyes and a bunch of fins on its back, allowing it to swim very rapidly towards their direction. The Treant, which is a wooded giant with similar attacking style as the vanilla iron golem. Frost Golem, a monster that lives in the cold and has an incredibly high HP. The Phoenix, a winged fire creature that throws explosive projectiles at you. The Toxic Gator, an entity infected by nuclear energy, allowing it to transmute toxicity through its bite. The King Hermit, a royal type of crabs that will pinch you with its enormous claws. And finally, there is the Mummy, an Egyptian mythical creature with no special attacks in particular. I've enjoyed this mod quite a lot, as it is an all-in-one mod. Although specialization is my type, some people do enjoy a mod with diversified content. Bountiful Creatures is a freshly published mod, adding a couple of new creatures. Some of these living beings will exist underwater. Examples of this are the sunfish, stingrays, and krills, along with a singular creature on the dry badlands, that being the Emo, a turtle-like creature with decent animations. I feel very optimistic about this mod, and I think, with enough support, it could climb up the ladder when it comes to animal mods. Witcher's Weapons mod comes with an arsenal of magical and potent weapons, a number of which can be used collaboratively to further increase the efficiency and damage of the said weapons, and others will do good just by themselves. This is a highly empowering RPG mod, as it will send you on an adventure to craft the most powerful weapons. Salty is a very ambitious developer that I personally like. In one of his amazing projects, he introduced a completely different forging system into the game. This new system consists of creating tools from the ground up, as you will need to refine and hammer the metals before chipping away any imperfections on the shape of the weapon or tool. Finally, you can just craft the said weapons and tools with slightly different crafting recipes. In a recent update, this process has been shifted to armors as well, making it more realistic and quite immersive. Fireballs in the base game are not as exciting as they look. If you second that, then more fireballs might be a mod you should consider. The mod added different types of fireballs. All are craftable. Some can have earth-shattering impact, allowing you to debase any structure with the click of a button. And others will have exclusive effects like a bouncing explosion, a teleportation effect, and even the ability to soften bedrock and make it breakable. But be cautious, as you may find yourself suffocating in the void. Burge is a mod that overhauls the fire system in Minecraft. Following an act of arson, the building will shift colors and textures gradually until it is just a pile of ashes and flames. This effect goes a long way towards improving the visuality of the burning in Minecraft, along with giving you a new way of obtaining charcoal plus new blocks that can be used for buildings. With the mod also comes new items specialized in setting things on fire, including the flint arrow and the fire barrels. In a recent update, the author added new burnt structures in addition to new mobs. This is a mod that is a bit hard to categorize, but I find it to be a neutral mod, serving both Vanilla Plus and RPG players. Boids was originally a mod changing the behaviors of fish in Minecraft, making them lean towards swimming in groups instead of individuals. Birds, however, is an add-on with birds that behave like the fish, as they will fly in groups. Both mods are fabulously fit for Vanilla Plus mod packs, as they will boost the game's aesthetics and realism without altering that much in the base game. Being a Jujutsu Kaisen fan myself, I've enjoyed ProjectJJK quite a lot. This is an accurate and honestly well-made representation of the original anime into Minecraft. The mod included a couple of curse techniques along with physical attacks like the uppercut. There are plenty more techniques and curses within the mod, and I would highly recommend it for anime lovers. Nether Exorcism adds a handful of biomes to the Nether. These biomes will have new but similar blocks to the vanilla game, making them feel natural and not alienated to the base game. New creatures are also present here. Some are familiar to the vanilla mobs, and others will be completely different. This is not particularly a new mod, as it is 6 months old, but definitely an underrated one, so give it a try, my friend. Brew'n allows you to mix some foods with potion effects. Any type of food can be made into a superfood now. You just need to surround it with 4 potion effects like that. Through my own gameplay, I've discovered that the mod is even compatible with foreign food mods including Farmer's Delight. The Wizarding World is a magic mod, making it possible to practice witchcraft in the game. This witchery can be expressed through the writing and casting of spells, using magical tools such as the witch broom, and plenty more. This is a fairly new mod, being only a week old, but I anticipate a bright future for its development. Reldas medieval armor adds new set of armors compatible with the epic fight mod. What I've enjoyed the most about this mod is how much details are in the surface of the armors. You will notice a higher resolution coupled with smooth, accurate coloring. These armor sets are a perfect match for the epic fight mod weapons and are actually meant to be used alongside it, so keep that in mind before installing the mod. Wheelbarrow is a fun Vanilla Plus mod, allowing you to mount a specific entity to this copper wheelbarrow. I love how you can mount anything ranging from villagers to hostile mobs such as the pillagers. The mod is configurable, allowing you to tweak how much passengers can be mounted into the wheelbarrow. The mod reminded me of when I was a child, since I used to drive my siblings on wheelbarrows and we would have so much fun. Qraftyfied is an all-in-one structure mod / data pack. This project combined all of Qrafty's structure mods along with exclusively added structures. Qrafty is a very creative developer, and having all of his mods combined can turn your world into a wondrous and a highly explorative landscape. Here are a few scenes showcasing the amazingness of these buildings. Fancy Block Particles Renewed is, as the name implies, a revival of an old visual mod. The mod, similar to the physics mod, added fancy breaking effects to the blocks. Opposite to it, however, these are just particles and are not interactable. With the mod also comes special weather effects when it's raining and snowing, in addition to some flames and smoke effects to torches and furnaces. The mod is configurable, and you could choose to disable or enable any options. Beans Backpacks is a new backpack mod sitting under just 100,000 downloads. The special about the Bean Backpack, apart from being made out of beans, is the fact that it doesn't have a cap for how many slots you can put in it. Instead, it will have a cap for the number of items within it, making it perfect for storing tools, weapons, and rare non-stackable artifacts. With time, you can upgrade the backpack to be a netherite variant, being able to capture more items. There are also different kinds of backpacks like the pot, which can hold up to thousands of items, or the cauldron, which will carry liquid matters around. The mod stepped in as a refreshment for the concept of backpacks in Minecraft, and will serve a great deal when having it installed on a Vanilla Plus mod pack. Speaking of refreshments, here's a mod that will refresh villages in Minecraft, which is Eugene's Wilty Plains village. Loyal to the name, the mod only covers the Plains village for now, but other variants are yet to come. What struck me about this mod is its adherence to the vanilla structures. Opposite to other mods of the same type, the structures here remain very chilling to their original biome, in addition to being quite similar to the vanilla version. I love this mod and I can't wait until the other variants are covered too. PantheonSent will add the Moon Knight from the original Marvel comics. Through some occult rituals, you can summon a demon, which will grant you the power of the Moon Knight suit. After that, you can summon the suit anytime you need, and exploit its powers in any way you see fit. The suit can make you run comically faster, along with shooting sharp projectiles at your enemies. When it comes to the defense side, however, this suit can literally give you creative mode kinda defense, as you will be shielded from any outside damage. This mod seems to have taken its developer a considerable amount of time to produce, and I endorse you guys to install it and try some fun stuff with it. Dungeons plus Towers will add new massive tower structures in Minecraft. Currently there are two types of towers, one in the plains biomes and another in the snowy biomes. From the inside, these towers have 3 floors, each with different types of blocks and loot. On the very top, there is a bunch of spawners, meaning a thrilling battle waiting for you, so be prepared. This is a small mod, but worth having on your RPG mod pack. Drawing to an end, we will review a very interesting bosses mod, that being the legendary monsters mod. This mod added new bosses with their own cities and communities. Needless to say, these monsters are tough to find and even tougher to beat. Currently, there are 9 different monsters you could encounter, with each being a habitat of a specific structure and sometimes of a specific dimension too. Although this style of mods do take a lot of time to make, the author seems to have achieved a lot of progress regarding animations and models, all of which in a very small time frame. This is an invaluable RPG mod, adding new hostile mobs and new weapons and items obtained by defeating them. Thanks for watching. If you have any underrated mods you think I should cover, please lay them down in the comments. Also, I made a major 100 underrated mods in the past, so if you want to check that out, here it is. Subscribe to the channel if you wish to be notified as soon as a new episode releases, so you can try these mods while they are still fresh. See ya in the next one, my friend.